Well, hello everyone, it's Brian with One of Kind, and I'm coming live to you on Facebook and YouTube. Oh boy, happy Friday to all you guys. Hey,
Happy
just
Friday.
got a special guest that's joining me right here today. Her name is Chelsea. Chelsea Comer from...
Inky Stamper.
Oh man. All right guys, this is unannounced, so if I don't have a lot of people watching, it's going to be okay because Chelsea was in the neighborhood and stopped by the Craft Fancy store today, and she came back and we kind of gave her behind the scenes view, and I said, you know what, why don't you stick around? And before she even did that, she came into the store. Hold on a second here. Check this out. Check this out. She made this wonderful gift for us right here. She
Just some cookies. I thought maybe Brian might be hungry.
Look at that. Tell me that card isn't beautiful. She made me a little thank you card and then a few cookies. Hey, Bobby Joe Brown. She made a lot of cookies. You're telling me?
Well, I didn't make
Look
them.
at that.
I just put them nicely in a tray.
You didn't make them? I thought you made these. These look like love. I love it. So the only thing I could say to her is after doing all that great stuff is I was like, hey, you want to do a little, since you're here, you want to do a little quick video of the of your business? And Chelsea said, yeah, sure. And then all of a sudden it turned out from a quick video. We have a big store event going on in the back of the Craft Fancy studio today. We're doing make and takes. We got a show that's in our neighborhood. Apparently, I'm not trying to talk bad, but I don't know what happened because there's more customers I'm hearing in my store than actually on the show floor. But that's a different show, different story altogether. And then Chelsea stopped by, and I was like, why don't we go live? So you know what? I want to welcome Chelsea, and as always with everybody with Chelsea, got a little something cold and refreshing for you because it is craft one of a kind, and everyone does one of a kind. So let's do a Drinks with Brian live right now.
This is awesome. And it's Friday. Happy Friday, everyone. I hope everyone had a great week and is looking forward to a great weekend.
Oh, as always, Brian forgot to shut his phone off, and the same guy always likes to call me when I'm on the phone.
I am doing a little shopping today. I see that someone asked if I was shopping today. Yes, I'm doing a little shopping today.
Yes, Facebook user. Who was that Facebook user asking you? It was Maribeth Robinson.
Hi, Maribeth. Happy Friday, Sandy.
Yes, Sandy Heller coming in from YouTube. How you doing out there watching us live on YouTube right there? So we are coming live in the back of the Craft Fancy Studios. For anyone that just happens to be joining me now, we're live on YouTube and live on Facebook right now, Facebook Live. So it's a happy Friday to you guys. Unexpectedly, I thought we'd just come on and talk live. So we have Chelsea Comer from the Inky Stamper. If you guys, where am I at? Right here. If you don't notice it, it's the Inky Stamper. So Chelsea, the first question that I got for you, if you don't mind, if we do a little question and answer, would be how did the Inky Stamper start?
Wow. We've been around about 2 years now. I used to be part of a couple home demonstrator companies, and I was with one, and then they went away, and then I was with another, they went away, and I was with another, and they went away, and I decided, you know what, I gotta take things into my own hands. I know what stamps I love. I think I know what stamps other people love. And so I have been making stamps and dies and with accessories and all kinds of other stuff in our store for just about 2 years now. And we have been having so much fun. It's mostly me and my best friend coming up with ideas and putting it all together. So
that's awesome. That's awesome. So primarily, what does your business focus on? Do you do?
We do mostly stamps.
Stamps, okay.
Stamps and dies, and we've been working with you guys, Brian, for the last 18 months or so since we started with these virtual events.
Actually, you know what? I find interesting is you were with us from the beginning when we first started.
We did your first show.
Awesome. I like that. That's thank you so much for all that support, especially when we were first starting off trying to get through all the rough patches.
It was a little crazy, and I was super nervous.
Oh yeah.
And like you guys are pros now. It's amazing. I'm here today at Craft Fancy. We've been kind of looking through some of the old videos and stuff. Like Brian used to have a beard, and now Brian is beardless, and like just all the fun stuff that Brian has gone through with the virtual events. And I know you guys really enjoy them as well.
Awesome. Hey, I want to let everyone know that's watching right now. Guys, if you have a question for Chelsea, by all means, put it up there. I got the comments rolling right here on the side. Chelsea gets to see the same screens that I get to look at too.
Awesome combination, Chelsea and Brian. Do you see that, Brian?
Yes, yeah. Let's see who said that. That is, let's see, Maribeth Robinson said your stamps and dies are so cute.
Thank you.
And then Chelsea and Brian, awesome combination. Krista Vila joining us there.
Nice.
She's Crystal Vila is definitely a hardcore one of a kinder. What? Look at that. What?
What?
There it is. I was wondering that. That's Vicky Parson coming at us with that one. Vicky. Awesome, Vicky. Well, you must know Inky Stamper then, so.
She does.
Awesome.
She does.
Excellent.
Yeah,
excellent.
no one knew I was doing this. I didn't even know I was doing this. I was just coming to say hi to Carol and Brian, and here I am.
Oh my gosh, she walked in with this big tray, and I was like, holy cow, you walked right into our store. I literally, and I still got to do this. She's really here. It's not a virtual thing anymore.
No, I'm like really here. I'm right next to Brian.
Yes.
This isn't even like that we are touching each other.
I know. If I knew this was really going to happen, I would have had some chairs. We would have had an actual before you know it, it's going to be like a Craft Fancy set, and I'll be like Jimmy Carson sitting around Dave Letterman, tapping the thing and stuff. Most of you people don't know who that is because you guys are too young to know who Johnny Carson is and David Letterman. But
I know both.
You don't. So, wow. So how do I know you?
So we go back a little ways, Brian. We actually have been doing shows. Like you were doing shows, I was doing shows with a different company as well. Like you would go to Pheasant Run,
Okay.
I'd be at Pheasant Run. You would go different places. I would see you, and also we have been doing the One of a Kind Madison event for years, and you have always been there. And now you guys are running the One of a Kind Madison event.
Yes. We bought that show maybe about 3 years ago. Opportunity opened up. I didn't think I was going to want to get into shows, and then I just happened to opportunity, and we bought our first show, which was a Madison show. That show's been in existence now for like 21 years.
Yeah.
And when we took that show over, and I was like, after my first season, I was like, oh my God, what did I do, man? This is totally different than being a vendor at the show. And it just kind of started growing. Thank goodness I had great people like Chelsea here to my, she's probably to your left. It's my right. And we are, sorry, I was getting distracted with comments.
There's lots of comments pouring in. I'm like seeing the whole backstage.
Right,
here.
and this is it.
I don't know how you do all this.
This is
I'm
how
like,
we see it.
Where do I look?
So.
What do I do?
So it was just incredible. Again, just like what we're doing live right now, it's like you get sucked in. There's so much going on, so many moving pieces, all at the same time that you just kind of start working and flowing with it. And I remember talking with Chelsea and stuff, and then Chelsea was able to work with us and being a great supporter of the One of a Kind show in Madison. So with all that being said, and everything's laughing and saying this is great, I did see a question back here, so I do got to scroll back on my iPad.
Scroll back.
So as we take a look at this,
you just tell me what the question is.
right. So I think it was a question more for me than.
Oh, okay.
You can always say hi, Facebook user.
Hi, Facebook users.
Telling me it's saying hi, Chelsea. This is great.
I love the laughy face.
Yes. So where do we go? Because we had a bunch of going on here. Oh, Terry Conti's coming back telling you that she loves your 9/11 project, the flamingo card.
Right.
You know what? Why don't you go ahead and talk about that comment really quick?
That's awesome. Yeah, so we're going to be with part of the next One of a Kind virtual event that's going to happen on 9/11. Brian, I do think that the video went out today, right? Video went out today? Yeah?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, guys! I gotta send an apology out right now for everybody. Have you ever had that project? Let me get a little closer to Chelsea here. Sorry, I gotta be between Chelsea a little and that. You're fine. You're fine. I'm fine. So this, you ever have a project where no matter what you do to this project, this card or this scrapbook layout, and you keep trying and trying to get this thing done, you know what you got to
Oh,
do, everything just goes, and I just kept hitting roadblock after roadblock, and just everyone got their videos in on time. I had my video done, and I just have life that just kept hitting me with.
Oh yeah.
I just, again, I'm making excuses at this point, and all I can say is I'm really sorry that the video came out so late this time, guys. I see you guys were patient and asking all those questions, but thank you so much for being patient. The video did go out today.
Yeah.
And then, again, I see some questions come up for Chelsea. We'll be answering those questions as we go along.
Yep,
But
I
I
see
wanted
that
to say, so the video did go out today. Yes, your card was
Excellent.
in there. And go ahead, talk about your project again.
Yeah, so we are going to have a project. It's featuring our flamingo stamp set. Our flamingo stamp set just came out. It's newly released, and it's going to be a really cool stair card. I think Brian might even have a picture of it for you guys. There we go. And it also features a drink cocktail because, we like our cocktails. So life is all about balance, and then let's flamingo. So it's kind of a really fun card, and you can pick up our kits now. They should be shipping next week, and feel free to browse our store for any other needs you might have.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So thank you for that. Let's take a look here. The question that I found that I saw was, I have Deborah Miller that asked me a question. Deborah says, you doing the Madison show this year? And the answer is yes. We're going to do the Madison show. I want to let everyone know right up front right now, we're going to be doing it. It is going to be a scaled back show just because of the reasons of COVID and stuff that's going on. I want to let people know that we are going to be doing it. So I don't think all the vendors are going to be coming, but we got, I don't know, is there a vendor going?
Inky Stamper's going.
Well, there you go. Now at least you know there's going to be two vendors there. Craft Fancy and Inky Stamper will be going there.
Yep.
So we got it. We'll be coming out pretty soon with information. But yeah, we're gonna definitely be doing it for you guys. All right.
Same place, correct?
Yes, it's the same place. We'll be in that hall. I don't know if there's going to be classes yet or not, or if it is, we are going to be scaling down the classes just because of safety concerns. I don't want to do that, and I want to do something totally different. I got to figure this out because it is a show, and the most important thing to me right now is safety. I have safety that's a strong concern. I don't want to knock any other show promoters or anything, but I have a very I do a couple shows from a Craft Fancy standpoint. Safety, I kind of see the booths. They some shows they widen your aisle. Where am I here? They widen your aisle, but they don't widen your booth. They don't, because what happens is vendors sometimes, when they think you give them more booth space, that means that they can hang more product, and that's not really the case. I want to make sure that if we do something, hey, stuff is spread out for people so you guys can enjoy yourself and be safe in a timely manner. It's, again, if something happens to you, that's another crafter not going to be with us, and that's not our goal. My goal is to make sure everyone stays safe, stays happy, and has enjoyed time with that. All right.
That's what I think's great about you, Brian, is that you think about everything for
Wow.
the virtual shows or for the live shows. Like, you really put a lot of heart and soul into it. And I can tell by all of these wires and all of these cameras, like, Brian has really stepped up his game here. So fun.
Thank you. Well, thank you.
I'm
It does
hearing
mean a
that
lot.
people are also going to be going to Massachusetts to see you, Brian.
Oh, yes. Our Massachusetts show is going to be coming up pretty soon as well. So we got that. We got some vendors there. I think there might be a vendor change coming up, and I'll have to make an announcement a little later about that. I'm a little ill prepared about that, but there is a vendor change coming up, and I think you guys are really going to enjoy that vendor change coming up. So be sure to stay tuned for that. We're going to be able to do that. Facebook user tells me he just stopped apologizing for not being perfect. You know what? That's my problem. I want to be perfect, and I'm not, and that's always my hang up.
He puts a lot of energy into this, and you can so tell by everything he does. So you do a great job, Brian.
Awesome. So Vicky Pearson says, so awesome. How fun. Brews with Chelsea. Thank you. Also Meredith Robinson says, thanks for reminding me. I have to get that ordered. So that I assume that she's talking about
The Inky Stamper kit? Sure enough.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Craft Fancy kit.
Oh, go order the Craft Fancy kit.
You know what? One
do you
kit
know
or
what
the other kit?
I just saw with the one of a kind kit is the Craft Fancy kit. It's a butterfly project. It's beautiful. Brian, are you gonna be making that project?
You know what? I probably will be. I am. I'm gonna. I'm breaking out a little. I ain't gonna lie. I'm out of my comfort zone with this one because I want to try something new, and so I'm gonna do a basic alcohol coloring kit. And we're guys, check out the promo. I kind of showed it in the promo a little how to take a blank Yupo card, and then I'm gonna blend it with some alcohols, and then we're gonna be able to make a wonderful butterfly kit out of it. What I think I like most about this card is it's kind of like one of a kind. No two cards will be the same.
There you go.
So I wanted to try to keep that. Well, thank you
There you go.
thank you for the plug during your time slot.
It's all good. It's all
All right.
good.
Awesome. Then we got
Someone saw 6 kits that they want for 9/11 already.
yes,
We have a lot of vendors on 9/11, don't we, Brian?
we do.
21?
We do. No, we have 16 vendors
Okay,
that are going to 16. Yeah, that's a big day. So it's going to again, just like our last event, just past weekend, it's going to be a long event for everybody. So guys, you want to definitely get those kits, and you know what, kits are tough to come by. So guys, you want to get that. So Chelsea, when you get your kits, how do you talk about your kits, how a kit goes together?
So, we normally try to come up with a design about a month and a half before the virtual event. Then, like the next 2 weeks, we're perfecting what the kit is going to be, what the images we're going to have. Do we have enough inventory? What do we need to buy? All of that. And then we have to make the video. We send it into Brian. He patches it all together with everyone else's video. And then we start cutting and cutting and cutting and making our kits. I have a really long dining room table in my house, and I just line them all up, and it's like dealing cards. I deal, next thing, I deal. And then we pack them up and we ship them out.
That's awesome. That's all. Now, also too, is I got to ask you. Again, it's kind of crazy out there with being you're a manufacturer, so and then manufacturers work with other manufacturers so you can get all your products in.
Yep.
Are you hitting any hiccups or anything in the supply chains and stuff?
We have definitely had some hiccups, both domestically and internationally. I don't know if it's a lot of like the supplies, but we've definitely had some hiccups, but we've always bounced back. So we just keep finding someplace else to go. So
that's one of those things that I want to definitely preach on, guys. So if you're looking to get an Inky Stamper kit or any other kit that's in the one of a kind volume group, guys, you don't want to delay. When you see that video and you're thinking about it, don't think, just get it, because what happens if you don't have a part? Do you still ship that kit out, or do you just tell them too bad? So sad.
I have to put it on sold out. And so if it's sold out, I know people are sad, and we do have a back order system, so you can like put your name and we'll back order it for you. But sometimes I'm not really sure when we're going to get it back in. So if you really like it, go ahead, go order it.
Yes. Okay, so I have Maribeth Robinson asking, Chelsea, do you have any suggestions for stamp ideas?
Oh, I think she said, can she submit a stamp
do you take suggestions?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay, I read it.
I always do. I love hearing from our customers what they're interested in. So yeah, if you've got any kind of suggestions, send them to me at chelsea@inkystamper.com.
All right, once again, that's chelsea@inkystamper.com. Make sure you guys do that.
And you can also visit our web store, and you can also put in a contact us form at,
You got a web store too?
I have a web store.
What's that web store name?
It's www.inkystamperstore.com.
Awesome, and I can imagine that you got everything in there from a kit to a stamp.
Yep, I do.
Awesome. Let's take a look what else we got going here. Crystal Villa is saying it's okay, Brian. Life happens to all of us.
I know,
How
it
cute.
does.
Very cute. Very cute. Love Chelsea. They're loving your kit. Chelsea, how did you get started with your store, and how long have you been doing it? How many stamp sets do you have?
Last time I counted, we had 36 stamp sets, and we've been only at it for just about 2 years. When we roll them out, roll out new ones, we roll out about 2 to 4 We have some really fun ones coming this fall, and then some for Christmas. So I'm super excited for you guys to see our next ones.
Wow, that's I can't wait. You know, and that's the best part about it is you always get to see it on one of a kind. So
Yep.
that's it. It's the new products. It's always there, and you guys don't even have to leave the luxury of your own craft room. So
Yep. Oh, and Rhonda mentioned, for those of you that really like watching us craft, I do go live every Tuesday night on Facebook at the Inky Stamper channel, 7:30 Central, every Tuesday without fail. Well, I think I've only missed one in the last 18 months, which is crazy. But we've really enjoyed bringing live crafting every Tuesday night to people.
what you go
Every
live out?
week.
No, I'm all shocked.
Every week.
Wait, you go live outside of the one of a kind group on your
I'm
own?
sorry. Shh.
What?
Shh.
What?
I do. But I always talk about our one of a kind kits that are coming up, so it always comes
All right.
back to you, Brian.
Well, I'll tell you what. Since this is the Inky Stampers show, why don't you? What do you talk about and do in your event
Well,
or your Tuesday
my
night?
Tuesday nights, we really try to show like new techniques or new things that have come to the store. We've brought a lot of new sequin mixes to our store lately, and so we do a challenge. This is cool, Brian. You should enter our challenge. Every month we do a challenge. This month it's use your washi tape. Do you have washi tape, Brian?
I do.
You should use some washi tape on a card and enter it into our challenge. We give away a gift certificate every single month to one lucky participant.
Wow, that's awesome. I see we got an Inky Stamper here. Rhonda Newman saying she's always plugging OOAK, so
See,
that's pretty good.
Thanks, Rhonda, for sticking up for me.
I might have to do that. So how do I sign up for my group? Do I send you a fax or something?
Facts. No, that's very old school, Brian.
Oh,
We're not old school.
Okay.
You just go to Inky Stamper on Facebook groups. I think it's www.facebook.com/groups/Inky Stamper. Look up Inky Stamper and we'll get you hooked up.
You know what I do is I just go in the search field and I type in Inky Stamper and it probably
That
pop
could
up right
probably
there.
work as well.
That's it.
I'm just trying with the whole long address there.
That's once I'm done and I log in, it goes, you got mail. Then I can go right in there. So.
I used to have You Got Mail.
That's it. That was awesome. I remember, man, there was nothing cooler back in the day until I could get into a chat room and go, hey, how you doing? Was I probably talking to you?
You probably were.
I was probably talking.
You probably were.
All right, we're getting a little off track. Let's
Yeah.
back onto the scrapbooking segment
Yeah.
here. So, guys, make sure you go and check her out on Tuesday nights on the Facebook group. That's the Inky Stamper side. So, guys, go to Facebook, go to her site, like that page, and join that group. And then you're always going to know. What is it? A subscription? I think a subscribe or something on Facebook.
I think so, but it's free. It's free.
Oh,
Just
it's
have-
free.
Yeah,
It's free. You just click and go.
I'm not going to charge you money to come watch me. It's free every Tuesday night. It's fun.
Unlike one of a kind, I'm going to turn on the donation button so you can send me donations. It's the Care for Brian Beer Fund. Yes, it takes a lot of time, and when I got hosts and people coming in, that's a lot of beer to be drinking. So,
Great.
all right, let's see what else is cooking in here. So. I'm just making sure I didn't miss something. I got some latecomers that are coming in. Welcome to the group, everybody that's joining us.
People are enjoying us.
We are with Chelsea from Inky Stamper. So we got Deborah Miller telling she's excited. When is Marble? We answered that. Marble's, I didn't answer that. I should know these dates already, and I don't know the dates.
Someone is funding the Heidi Dog Biscuit Fund.
Yes, I need that too. Yes, it's the GoFundMe page
I
for
did
Heidi.
see Heidi today. I petted her.
Yes, she was there. Unfortunately, I turned Heidi Cam off, so we can't show you a picture of Heidi Cam. Sorry to disappoint you because it's Chelsea Cam today. I can do that. We got Chelsea Cam, but no Heidi Cam. So Chelsea Villa says, Oak has been a lifesaver this past year. We appreciate everything you do and all the vendors do for us. That's right, because without well, first of all, I want to return the favor back to everybody, because if it wasn't viewers like you who were buying kits, from people like Chelsea wouldn't be doing our events. So
I
first,
probably still would because I like you.
you would, but again, it's just not the same as when you sell one kit. Like
I
Craft
know.
Fancy, I only sell like my kits. I only sell like 10 kits a
Okay,
show.
can someone please buy a butterfly kit for Brian today? Thank you.
I'm always joking. It's always funny. So it's but again, guys, it's on a serious note. Remember these events, they only go live all the time and stay live is because people like you keep purchasing the kits and you're able to sit home and relax it. Even if you don't get to see it live, you get to see it on the recordings, and you guys get to work at your pace. And you know, I always do it live, but I always tell people too, like if you always get stuck or something, stop. Don't try to push through, because you can always hit the rewind button back on the videos. So
I think a lot of people actually just watch us and then they play it back at their own speed, and they can craft that way. So it works very well.
it is. Well, I thought people just tuned in so they get to see me talk, but that's
I think sometimes they think they just want to see me talk too.
that,
so.
right. That's it. That's why. Well, when you got two big superstars like this on the same screen, look at there's hardly enough screen for both of our egos.
Crazy.
Awesome. All right, so Chris, let's see what else do we got. Diane Schumer saying that she knows to Crystal Vila. I absolutely been a lifesaver. We appreciate it so much. Thank you, Dana. Let's see. I saw six kits. Terry Conti again was saying about 6 kits. Brian, you guys have kept us going through all this. You have nothing to apologize for. Can't wait to see you guys in person. I can't wait either. So let me know how to pronounce your name. Oh, don't worry about it. Just call me Brian. My last name is real simple. It's Fraunfelker, 3 syllables. So, but that's okay because I butcher everyone's name. So that's my one thing. So let's see who else we got. Going down here. The world has gone crazy again. Products can be hard to come by. That was answering up to your question. Sorry, I'm really far behind on
it's all good.
question and comments.
It's all good.
Chelsea makes the cutest cards every Tuesday night. Rhonda Newman says. Again, I knew Rhonda as part of that fan club. Kathy Wolvertine's tuning in late. Just got home from shopping at Craft Fancy and making the cute make and take. That's right. That's what we're doing at the Craft Fancy store today. We are not attending a show that's going on in the local area. Why do a booth when I can do a full store? So we were having specials in our store today, and then also too
It's been packed in there.
it's.
I was trying to help some customers for you.
Chelsea was actually working the store earlier, walking around. People were asking questions, and then they're asking, "Do you work here?" And she's like, "No, I'm actually another vendor." And I almost felt if I knew Chelsea was coming down today, I would have told her.
I did not tell him I was coming.
Yeah, total surprise. Totally threw me off. You know,
I walked in and I'm like, "Here's some cookies," and he's like, "Wait, what?"
I know. I was in shock. I couldn't believe it. I was like, if I knew that, I was like, you should have brought some stuff, set up the table in the back, and knock it out. And maybe we'll have to do that. Have a special event where you just come back, and who knows? Then you can have. We'll do a Facebook Live again with Crafty and Inky, and then before you know it, we got a Crafty Inky card going on, a double project.
That would be fun.
I think that would be fun. Let me know your thoughts on that. Hey, and again, too, for anyone joining me late, guys, if you got any comments or questions for Chelsea, we're live right now, so don't be afraid to ask those questions. So we're here as long as you guys want to be here, or at least until my beer runs out.
Why shop to the rest when you have the best?
That funny guy said that, man. I think I said that when someone saw my video. Yes, why shop the rest when you can have the best? That's right. It's Craft Fancy time. That's pretty cocky, but
double vendor project.
Double vendor project. We could do that. So
Crafty Inky projects.
You guys are in for it. All right. So let's see what else were we doing as we're cruising right down the line. Brian, you have really established a great crafty community through all your efforts. Thank you, Mary Beth. Diane.
Do you know people have been showing up at the store asking to take photographs with Brian today?
Yes. I do get that.
He's world famous.
I'm only as famous as the UPS shirt that's hanging around here. So,
Brian, I still haven't gotten my picture with you yet. So after this, we need a picture.
Oh my gosh, yes, we will have to do that for the scrapbooks and stuff. So I'm excited. So
exactly.
Awesome. I love that. Diane Schumer again. Shake, bake, and drink. Man, how could I miss that comment going through everything? Let's see, Chelsea. You always are always so upbeat and so refreshing. Yeah. How? What is it that you do?
I don't know. I really don't know.
What's
This is just me.
What's the secret sauce, Chelsea?
I don't have any secret sauce. This is just me. I seriously, sometimes I come up with my projects 5 minutes before I go live on Tuesday nights. I'm like, yeah, I haven't used that in a long time. Let's just do something with that. And I don't even test it. I just make it. And that's kind of the fun, is like not knowing if it's going to work. 95% of the time it works.
That's it. And that's all you can do is just do that. So I gotta make a quick comment out here. I see Jeanette McGee she got her photo with me in the UPS shirt at the CKC Lancaster, which now I really feel like a piece of junk, because I have shots from St. Louis, I have shots from Manchester, Texas, and I have shots from just all the shows I went to. I haven't posted anything. Oh my gosh, I feel horrible.
You need to just put them all in one of those slideshow carousels and just have it go.
No, I know. I wanted to post them. I want to work them into my videos and stuff. And my problem is I need an assistant. So if you want to apply for a job as a Brian assistant, I'm taking applications up on the fax. Be sure to fax it over to the Craft Fancy store.
Do you guys really still have a fax? Time?
I'm sorry, my elbow hit the button. I'm sorry.
I thought we were out of time.
No, we're out of time.
Okay.
No, I hit
the. Be out of time. It's all good.
So I got this is my little push button things.
This is amazing.
So when I use this is what I use to push all my scenes and projects. So like when you see Inky come up here, and then I show the project of her card.
Like, he's like the master of this. Apparently he was never on Facebook prior to COVID.
Right. No, the before COVID. So what happened was Facebook did changes. So Carol had an issue with her name on the Craft Fancy account.
Okay.
And they needed to make a change, and they said you can't. I don't. Something happened, and she couldn't have her name on there. And she's like, "You're not on Facebook, are you, Brian?" And I was like, "No, I'm not on Facebook. I know of it. I know what it is, but I don't know." She's like, "Can I use your name for the store?" And I was like, "Yeah, absolutely,
sure,
you can use it."
Sure.
So all the way up until the pre-pandemic, my name was tied to the store, and I did the shows and stuff, so everyone still knew who I was. But after everything happened and it got shut down, I had to figure out how to do lives and stuff. I never did a live before. I didn't even know what a live was. So I hit YouTube. I started reading a couple books really quick I got from the library that was still open. I just sat up late at night trying to study it, because God knows I couldn't go to work. I couldn't go to a store that was shut down. And it was done, and that was it. And I just kind of started going.
And a star was born.
And a star was born. Crystal Villa says, "Star was born." Yes, I guess so. And I gotta be honest with you. I guess I got some crafty star status, but I really don't feel it. I'm just still that guy. I'm just Brian. I'm just Brian. But it's always interesting when I go somewhere and someone comes up and says, "Can I get a picture? I gotta get a picture with you." And
it's crazy.
Or people are embarrassed to ask for a picture. Guys, I'm just the guy.
Yeah.
Just the guy that does scrapbooking, just like you. When people see you, they get excited.
Yeah.
They do it. So, and a community was created. Yes, definitely. That's what I'm all excited about, is that we all came together. I was like, if you told me a year from now that we would have almost 15K members and projects, and we're doing stuff virtually, I would have never guessed it. I would just never believe that I would be here where I can just switch cameras and sit on a screen and have a background and have great vendors come in like Chelsea and do stuff. So it's really awesome, guys. I am blushing a little, I'll be honest with you, because it's one of those, sometimes it just takes off and I don't even know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I just like, probably, I guess the same question with you.
Same thing for me. I really wasn't going live at all until like you guys started with the one-of-a-kind virtual event. And then I'm like, oh, I better practice. So I was doing Tuesday nights, and then we went live, and then we went live, and then we went live, and we haven't stopped going lives on Tuesday nights. We were doing even more than just Tuesdays. and I was getting a little tired and I was running out of ideas. So then we cut it back to just once a week. So it works out great.
Awesome. Awesome. All right, so I got a question that popped up all here from Punky Sharnborough.
Uh-huh.
She's it's a one of a kind question. So when are both going to come to Alcana, Florida for a pop-up show? Are you
I do travel a bit, but I haven't traveled for like a year and a half. I've traveled to Arlington Heights, Illinois today, which is about 60 minutes from my house.
before COVID? How many shows? You know, because I don't. Did you go national shows or did
I
you
didn't
just
do
kind
a
of
lot
stick?
of national shows. We did a lot of Midwest shows, and again, mostly Madison. Madison from Rockford, Illinois, is about 60 minutes as well. So, um, and I have done other expos, but yeah. So we'll be on the road again. We wanted to see like how things were gonna work out for the rest of the year, and I think we're gonna look at doing more shows next year if everything turns out good, which it will.
Awesome. You know,
Fantastic.
one of the things I want to talk. We were kind of talking a little bit offline. You know, so everyone always talks negative about COVID, but I want to talk a second about something that was good. You know, again, I get it, COVID bad, but good things happen in bad times,
It's true.
and we were there and stuff, and you were talking to me, Chelsea, about how your exposure in the crafting community really was able to grow due to virtual events. And I was wondering, can you talk about that? Like,
Yeah.
what where you got to be before COVID, and then your footprint before COVID, just going to a couple shows,
Yep.
and then your footprint once the shows took off.
Yeah. So I've said it a couple times, but we were just shipping mostly, locally. We had only started in June of 2019 prior to COVID breaking out, and then COVID happened, and we had a stamp, Brian. It's amazing. We had a stamp that we had already done, and it was a mouse in a toilet paper roll, of all things. And this thing went viral once COVID hit, and everyone had to have Ralph in a TP. It's called TP set. And everyone had to have Ralph in the toilet paper set. And I was shipping that all over the country. I think one day alone, I had like 60 to 80 orders for it come in. It was crazy. And we've now shipped from everywhere from Hawaii to Alaska to Maine. It's been incredible.
Wow, that's really great. I'm glad it really worked out for you. And yes, I remember Ralph. Ralph was one of the first ones, wasn't it?
Ralph is one of our first ones that we did, and he was in a toilet paper roll.
Right, right. I remember that one. So yeah, it was really funny, and it was really good. And for a time that it was, again, like I said, the virtual shows, during a bad time, a lot of good time came out, and it was one of those where we were all able to escape our realities for a day and then be able to just craft and scrapbook and talking back and forth. I get it. I'm looking at just a camera right now. Chelsea's just looking at a camera, but the way I look at it is I'm through everyone's computer sitting or TV, and I'm looking right at you. And thank you again for everyone for inviting me into your home. I appreciate it. Just make sure the beer's cold.
Yep.
Yes, Sandy Heller from YouTube is saying that she has Ralph on with the toilet paper stamp too.
It was a very popular stamp. We still have it. So if you haven't gotten your toilet paper stamp, feel free.
Crystal Veal is saying prior to the pandemic with my daughter-in-law, I would go to one show a year. Now these virtual events can participate as often as they are offered. Thank you.
Yep.
And that's why I like it, and that's why I want to continue it. Remember, I get it, guys. It's a show, a real person show. There's nothing better than that, and you guys get to touch it, feel it, and you get to see stuff that's out there that you don't normally get to see because not everyone has lucky enough to have a craft fancy store in your neighborhood. But the virtual events, after that show leaves, you guys have to wait all the way till next year to see stuff. Not anymore. You can always come back and see a virtual event because our virtual events are always going. So I'm really appreciative about that.
Yep.
All right, guys, what kind of other questions you got for Chelsea? Let me hear them. Don't be shy. Kick them out. She's reading questions live. We are live on YouTube and One of a Kind right now. Also on Facebook. Able to have friends over to watch the shows. Diane Schumer. Yeah, they have you have your own little watch parties. You guys are the best. Thank you, Rebecca. Diane saying the beer is cold. Oh, there it is. I'm ready, Diane. I have Dottie's telling me that I've been able to do so much more crafting with these virtual events and learn so more techniques. So that's a great question for you. So my question for you is,
Yes.
you're when you teach a kit, when you do a project, do you focus on the project or do you focus on a technique?
It's kind of a mixture of both. Lately, we've been trying to find some fun and interactive cards to go live with, and we have brought like some really fun things that people haven't done before. A lot of times, we have done techniques, but we want to make sure that you actually have the supplies in your house to actually do them. Sometimes the techniques we like to do more at the real live shows, because then you can try out new tools. I love new tools.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I like it. I always like asking that question because
Yeah.
there's the cool thing about when you get a bunch of different vendors into different spots is different ways of teaching, and that's the thing that I found interesting. You know, and you know this too from going to shows. When you go to a show, I barely have time to pick my head up to see what someone across the booth is selling or doing, and doing the make and take or a class teaching. You never get to see any of that. But now that we're doing virtual, I really get the ideas that I get to sit and take a look at stuff. You know,
Yeah.
like before, I never knew how you would teach your projects or class. And did you do classes before at shows? Or
Yeah. So the one that people always bring up to me is that the one we did at one of your last Madison shows, Brian. We made bacon out of ribbon. It was crazy. We had this like little pig box, and it had a piece of bacon that we actually made, that embellishment, and it said, "What's shaken bacon?" And people still come up to me and say, "I love that project."
oh my gosh, that sounds, anything with bacon is a great project. It's like
It
maybe
is.
maybe a virtual
And it had chocolate in it. So chocolate and bacon.
chocolate bacon. Wow. I'm ready, man. Sign me up for that class. I'm ready to go. So maybe that has to be a virtual comeback class or something. So
Okay, yeah.
well, but again, it's always based on parts. I get it. So, all right, let's see what else we got cooking here. Rhonda's saying the OOAK event has even allowed us to craft with friends from across the state that haven't seen me for years. That's always
Nice.
great too, because you guys are able to tune into each other. So that's awesome. Bunny Vance is joining us right now from A. Jillian Vance Design.
Ah, nice.
Hi, Bunny. How you doing? Yes, thank you so much for the virtual events. Well, thank you. And then we're all kind of all caught up. And if I don't have the supplies, we buy them from Dottie. So,
Exactly.
all right.
Well, thanks, Brian, for having me.
Yeah,
today.
no, I want to thank you guys. So really quick, let's go back to Inky again. I want to thank her, but most importantly is I want to be able to show you this. This is her project for 9/11. Guys, this is just coming up. This is a great card. You know, what more could you like about sitting on the beach and then having a nice drink with your hands right there all set up in that wonderful looking card. That's looking great. And let's
And you
get
can
back.
go buy that at www.inkystampersstore.com.
That's right. Be sure to check everything out on her website on
Inkystampersstore.com.
Store. Don't forget the store part. It's not just inkystamper.com, but at inkystamperstore.com. And then also, too, be sure to check out our Facebook page. It goes live every Tuesday night. What time again?
7:30 Central.
7:30 Central. Guys, make sure. Do you put reminders out for anybody?
I do put reminders, and I put like, this is what we're going to use tonight.
All right. There
and
you
then
go.
we just make it up.
Awesome. Again, I appreciate everything. I appreciate you just stopping in to the store today to say
problem.
hi. I bet you never thought in a million years that you're going to end
Never
up
thought
live.
I was going to go live here.
That's what happened. She came in, saw the equipment, started asking questions about it, and the next thing I know, we can't. Oh, we got something I would definitely. Terry Pennington said, "My husband is disabled and I can't be left alone, so virtual's a lifeline for me. Your help you help me stay sane. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on. I
Yeah.
got old man glasses. No, that's exactly why we do these shows, because there's people that just can't get to the shows. And most importantly, when you're at the shows, you don't have to stand in line and wait for the demo. And let's face it, there's different speed. There's Speedy Gonzalez that gets up there. I don't know. Can I even say Speedy Gonzalez anymore?
I don't know.
I don't know either, but I'm going to say it
People
because.
might not know him, but I know him.
Oh yeah, yeah. He was the Warner Brothers little.
Yeah, the little rat, right?
Yeah, the little rat guy. So he was always cool. I don't care. I'm saying it. So you had the Speedy Gonzalez, the people that would hurry up and rush, and then you get the people that maybe don't have as much experience, and they'd sit down on a show and they'd be like, I don't know. So they had time. Now the best time is everyone's sitting at home. You get to work it, and everyone gets a front row shot.
Front row seating. That's great.
Yes, yep. Let's get all our crafts together on 9/11. Thanks for the 2.
You're gonna have to put information out on the Madison show.
Yes.
Sorry about that.
Nope. The Madison show. We're going to sit down. We're going to have an update pretty soon on all the shows and what's going on, guys. So I just kind of really announced it today that we are going to have a Madison show again. We'll come out with a lot more details on that, and we'll be able to check that out. Oh yes, someone's saying yes. I'm about your guys' age. Yes. So I know. You know what's crazy? I'm sorry. I know this has nothing to do with crafting.
It's okay. Go ahead.
I really miss Woody Woodpecker.
I liked Woody Woodpecker too, and Tom and Jerry.
Tom and Jerry. I remember. Yes.
Old
Yeah.
cartoons are just.
I know they take all the good ones off, and
Yeah.
and I don't know. I don't want to get into that part, but I was like, I miss them, and Bugs Bunny and Elmer Fudd and all those guys. Coming to Schaumburg. Who says I'm coming to Schaumburg? Let me take.
If you go to Schaumburg, you should take the extra little trip down 53 to get off and come see Craft Fancy.
Yes. No. Coming to Schaumburg. Yay.
Oh,
Maybe
they're
that's
going
it.
to your pop-up.
Yes, I see it. I got it now. Sorry. Yeah, our Schaumburg event's going to be coming up. 5 great vendors that are going to be there. Let's talk about that really quick. It's going to be paper cut. It's going to be a crafty situation. Want to scrap, stamp listic, and then we got that little company called Craft Fancy that'll be popping up. Is Inky Stamper going to be part of the one-of-a-kind event? Unfortunately not, because we ran out of space at this time. And as Inky said earlier, she's just doing the virtuals right now. Again, it's about to be safe and go on. So I obviously have some fans that are just joining me over there, waving in the
I got
background.
fans over there too, Brian.
So we got everybody. Look at that. Everyone comes in to see the fans. So.
I wonder if they knew we were on live and they're like, let's go see them.
Right,
live.
right. We are.
You got beers in front of you.
And,
Yes.
and we have beer.
And we have the beers. So, all right, guys. You know what? I think it's about time. We're going to be wrapping this up. My beer is just about empty, and she should do a class. Yes, I think so too. So, all right. So, my name is Brian with One of a Kind.
I am Chelsea with Inky Stamper.
This has been totally an impromptu today. We came in live to you guys right today from One of a Kind YouTube and from One of a Kind Facebook page. Guys, I appreciate everyone that tuned in. And if you are watching the videos, Chelsea will be answering comments and questions that come up. So guys, don't be shy. Ask those questions because we know it's kind of the afternoon and I guess some people have to work or something. So,
Maybe.
all right. Guys, I had a great time today. I appreciate my host again. I appreciate all the, let me see if I can bring them out again. I appreciate all the cookies she brought me. Look at that. I don't know why she brought me so many. I'm going to get fat, but I do appreciate everything. Guys, I do appreciate Chelsea again. Thank you for coming in.
You're welcome.
And I always like to end. It's been fun. Cheers. And you guys stay safe. And we're going to be seeing you guys really soon. I don't know what we're going to be doing or what we're talking about, but we will be on again. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. You guys have a great night.
Bye-bye.